Hey guys, it's Georgia here. Welcome to this video. I just wanted to do a quick introduction for this one, so just bear with me. Basically, as promised, I said I was going to share the footage of me being on telly most recently, and I thought I've got the footage of the interview that they used on the programme, but I didn't want to just throw the clip at you without giving you context or explaining why I did it or what it was part of or anything. So, very briefly, it was shown as part of Wales Live on BBC Wales, and basically it's a news programme that shares issues that are relevant to local people. And they contacted Mind, the BBC did, asked for people who would be interested in doing this, sharing their story of, they wanted to hear about the effects of people with mental health issues having to be sectioned or detained because of their mental health issues. So Mind asked if I would be willing to do it. I said, yeah, okay, fine, no problem, anything I can do to help I will. So I then BBC got in contact with me, we set it all up, we went and did the recording, and now there's quite a lot of it was cut out of the actual clip that you're going to see, purely because I talked for so long. I think they had to cut a lot out because I just talked and talked and talked. But anyway, yeah, the programme was all about issues with people being detained for mental health reasons, and how a lot of the call-outs that the police are having at the moment are because of mental health issues rather than crimes and people breaking the law. So, and it wasn't a criticism, it was just making people aware of the issue. Anyway, I think I've probably waffled enough, but hopefully you've understood the context from which this clip was taken. And this is the clip that they did air on TV, on BBC, and I sat and watched and cringed the whole way through because of watching myself. But let me know what you think, if you like what I said. I'm happy with it. My only sort of thing would be that they had to cut out a lot, but I understand that, I understand why. But if you missed it when it first was shown on TV, or if you just want to watch it again, here is that specific clip. As promised, let me know what you think. If you've got any comments, let me know what they are. And if you like what you see on this channel, please do subscribe and keep coming, because there will be more to follow. Thanks guys, see ya!
These calls take a lot of police time, but for every call there's a person in distress. Georgia Lawson from Welshpool at one time was calling the police several times a week.
It's been a couple of years now, luckily, but I was really not safe. I was struggling with suicidal thoughts on a regular basis. At my worst, I was probably calling them out about 3 or 4 times a week. I'd see them 2 days back to back, because whatever crisis happened on the one day hadn't been resolved properly, so I was in the same situation the next night. If it wasn't for the police, I probably would have wound up in hospital in life-threatening situations several times. I can say that they are definitely part of the reason that I'm still here today, is because of the police.
As well as the crucial support she was getting from the police, Georgia said she also felt very traumatised when officers had to detain her under the Mental Health Act.
There I was in handcuffs and being put into the back of a van. The whole experience was unlike anything else I've ever been through, and I think I will always remember it. That put a fear in me about ever getting that ill and ever getting to that situation again, because I didn't ever want to be that humiliated and that sort of treated that way again.
Mark Collins says there's a lack of appropriate alternative places other than police cells or hospital A&E departments where people can get support. He's calling for specialist centres to be set up to help people in crisis.
It's that facility 24/7 with mental health workers, ex-service users, volunteers, charities there where we can take people to have that conversation and to be signposted to the service that they need without going through the ordeal of being brought into a police vehicle and taken for an assessment.